Hello, fragrance family. I'm Jules, and today we're going to take a closer look at a fragrance by Marc Jacobs. I'm going to go over a few of the ground rules here. All the opinions expressed here are my opinions and they're from my experience, from work or being out, going out, or whatever the case. This is basically what I pick up as far as note breakdown and rating. I like to rate my fragrances as far as, let's take a look. I even throw a little bit of it down. The compliment factor, uniqueness, presentation, projection, and overall smell. So in each of those categories, they're going to be out of 5. Just to keep it simple, I didn't really want to do out of 10. Maybe out of 10 will work later, but for right now, keeping it simple because I'm very new at this is going to be the best bet for me. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so Fragrantica describes this fragrance as a woody floral musk, which was launched in 2002. And I do remember this fragrance being out quite a while ago. I actually bought this fragrance for the first time. My first bottle was back in 2004, around that time frame. And so it has the nose behind this fragrance is it shows Ralph Schwager. The top notes are cypress, bergamot, cardamom, cumin. Then it says also ginger. We don't pick up too much of the ginger, just a little bit of the ginger. Also in the middle, fig leaf, rose, cyclamen. Not really sure what that is exactly. If you guys know, comment below. Also water notes. I'm not sure if that's tap water, spring water, or whatever the case may be. At the base, we have tonka bean, patchouli, oak moss, and cedar. And guys, what helps me figure out what fragrance carries a certain note? I kind of go towards my the fragrance that are dominated by that particular note. For an example, I have this bad boy here, Bergamot Merino, which is bergamot dominated. So I kind of smell this, and I kind of smell the Marc Jacobs, and try to figure out is a little bit of this in there. And I understand that their take on bergamot is going to be obviously different from Marc Jacobs, and so that kind of helps me figure out with unfamiliar notes or get myself more familiarized with notes, like not patchouli, but this is a tonka bean blast here in Versace Eros, and I actually love this fragrance. So I would try to figure out, smell this, and just kind of compare it to what's in Marc Jacobs. Also the ginger, if I want to know what ginger, get a better idea about what ginger and how it blends in with fragrances, I go to my YSL here and try to figure out what's that. Also, same story with cardamom. So you guys get the theme here. Trying to figure out what's in what, and that definitely helps me out. Now, as far as prices, this fragrance is discontinued and is very expensive. It's expensive. On Fragrantica, Sephora.com is listing a fragrance. 50 mils going to cost you about $65. 100 mils at $85. In Nordstrom.com, they only have the 100 ml bottle, which they're carrying that at $85. So $85 at Sephora.com, $85 at Nordstrom.com. And so that's what we have with that. Online on eBay, I shop a lot on eBay. If anybody knows me, they know that. This is about $96 shipped, $100 shipped. I actually was able to pick this cologne up for $38. I bid it on it when it was like in 3 days. Put my bid in for $38.99 or $37.99. I'm not sure. I forgot what it was. And won the bid. One bid did it, and I got it. And I was happy about that. It came in the mail, 4.2 ounce bottle. Made sure it was the real deal. Check the batch code at the bottom. Not sure if you guys can see that at all. Check the batch code on, what is it, checkfresh.com. You know, anything I buy offline, especially eBay, definitely checking it out on Checkfresh to make sure it's real. When was it manufactured and all that good stuff. And so yeah, that's how that worked out. As far as the ratings, you guys gotta bear with me. This is the first video, and again, this is going to be out of 5. Let me make sure. You guys, you also have the box too. This is the box that came in. Make sure you guys can see that. 125 mil. Well, I think I quoted you guys quote prices on 100 mil. 125 mil, not 100 mil, guys. So out of 5, I got compliment factor. I got a compliment on this fragrance way back on my first bottle. I just got this bottle about 4 months ago. Maybe I wore it maybe 4 times since then. My collection is pretty extensive, so this doesn't make it around that often. 3 out of 5, I'm giving that. I did get compliments on that a little bit. Uniqueness, I haven't smelled anything like this, and I heard that there is a niche fragrance out. I forgot the name, that smells similar to this, but I haven't smelled it, and I haven't smelled anything else in the designer world that smells like it. So I'm gonna give that a 4.5. Presentation, simple, classy, nice, not too artistic, just simple. Looks nice on the shelf. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 3.5. Projection, this is not a projection monster, guys. This is one that's going to stick close to the skin. It's not going to reach out and grab anyone. It's definitely not going to do that. But it's a very nice, pleasant scent, non-offending scent. Perfect for the workplace, I would say. As far as the overall smell, I'm going to give this a 3.5. So that's going to round to about a 7 out of 10 for me. Overall fragrance, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. So yeah, my overall score is going to be out of 10, but this is going to be a 7 out of 10 fragrance. I think that's pretty accurate with that. I mean, as far as versatility, I would say in season, I would say this fragrance is a spring, summer scent, maybe early fall. And I mean September on that. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is a very nice fragrance. Now, as far as, I know one thing I was going to mention here. I think that's it. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover with this one. Not a lot going on with this one. I mean, I like it a lot. I used to love it back in the early 2000s, but now I kind of faded down on it. I just saw it for a good price and jumped on it because I figured it was being discontinued, and I got lucky. It's one of the occasions where I got lucky. So, let me know what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe, all of that. Do what you need to do. Have a good one.